What role have mentors played in your success?
Probably the most incredibly formative role. I've had about 6 mentors over the 40-year career. And particularly as a young person, I wanted to find a mentor. And then as kind of a well-defined psychological evolution, I wanted to best the mentor and then move on to the next mentor. So I had a series of being attracted to, recruiting really great mentors, and then one way or another proving my mettle, so to speak, and smashing the idol and moving on to the next one. But the simple fact is that if you take 100 successful people, 100 people in any field, and then line them up by your definition of success, from least successful to most successful, my guess is that the half that are most successful overwhelmingly have mentors in their life, and the half that are least successful, what I hear is, well, I tried to get a mentor, I couldn't find one. And the ones who are most successful have multiple mentors over long periods of their life. The fact is that when you have somebody who has your interest in mind, it's a natural human desire to help, to learn, to teach, to lead the way, if you will. And when you can go into a business where you have either a chairman or an investor or a member of the board who's done something similar, you can cut years and years of issues out of the way. Like, have you thought about a strong financial plan? Or have you thought about you need a stronger salesperson? Or do you think you've organized this well? Or you're competent? Whatever the issue is, a mentor who's been there before can cut years and years out.
So what would you suggest to young people? Should they go out and find someone, or wait to be tapped when they're in an organization?
You got to go find it. This is a world where you have to go find it.
So don't wait around.
Do not wait around. And literally the number of stories of young people saying, I couldn't believe it. I went to so-and-so and I asked them if they would help me with a problem or be my mentor. The overwhelming answer is yes. It's the great shock. The people who never avail themselves of that somehow just don't realize that it's a human instinct to want to be helpful. Of course, as a mentee, you have to be respectful, and you have to, if you come to me and ask me for advice and 10 out of 10 times I ignore your advice, it doesn't or you ignore my advice, it doesn't make me want to give you advice an 11th time. But you don't have to bat 1,000 if I give you 3 or 4 pieces of advice and one of them makes a real difference. If you just acknowledge that, in a million different ways. It could be a note, it could be a thank you, it could be, a young person taking an old person out for a lunch and saying thank you for doing it. There's lots of ways to express acknowledgement, but it goes a long way.